Greetings, people of Earth. Welcome back. My name is Jax, and today we are talking about why nobody gets an opinion on your happiness. And that should be basically the whole video. I shouldn't have to explain. It should be pretty self-explanatory, but I'm going to because I'm a loudmouth. And I think it's worth talking about. Basically, the Spark Notes, the short version of what I'm about to say is that nobody is entitled to have an opinion on your happiness. Nobody is entitled to criticize what you like, what you love. Nobody is allowed to put you down like that. You don't have to listen to garbage people talk about the things you love, the things you're passionate about, your hobbies, your interests, the little things, having a nice cup of tea in the evening before bed, reading a book or listening to a podcast or enjoying some music. Nobody's opinion matters on that stuff. And you are not obligated to share it with anybody. But when you do share it, the kind of criticism and garbage that people want to spew and they want to give you their opinion is completely irrelevant. And you are more than welcome to tell those people to go take a hike, to tell them that you weren't looking for their opinion, you didn't ask for their opinion, you don't care about their opinion on this specific matter. And I think it is totally fine to be aggressively protective of your happiness. I've talked about this before, and it's only recently that I've sort of really begun to understand it. I have a pretty busy, enjoyable life, mostly. I mean, obviously there are difficulties and sickness and health and all kinds of nuances in somebody's life, in anybody's life. But recently, I have had immense pleasure and joy out of small little things I do in my day, whether it is going to the gym or my nighttime routine, my skincare stuff, like all of these things bring me a lot of happiness. And they're not crazy. They're not like flying around in some private jet like a billionaire. They aren't traveling to exotic locations every single weekend. They aren't buying expensive designer bags or whatever. They are small little things that bring me joy, that make me happy, that help me relieve social anxiety and stress and disorder in my world. And I have begun to protect that stuff very adamantly and aggressively. And I think that is completely fine. I think we all have people in our lives who get some weird pleasure out of criticizing what you love. I could be talking about Taylor Swift or this new skincare stuff I got, or, what's going on in my own world. And people suddenly think that they're entitled to say, oh, well, I don't really like her, or, oh, that's kind of stupid. And those kinds of comments are really unacceptable. If you are passionate about something, if you truly love something and you're sharing it with somebody and they're negative and they're not the positive, supportive friends that they should be, that is a huge red flag, especially in my world. That is something that I simply do not tolerate. And it's gotten to the point where if somebody criticizes something that I truly love that's not hurting anybody, I stop the conversation. I say, whoa, 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 whoa. What did you just say? And I stop the conversation and I will dissect the way that this person has come off and said this thing. And I'll say, you know what? That is an incredibly negative thing to say. That is so inappropriate. That is putting me down, making me feel like I am less than, or that I'm dumb for enjoying this thing. And I do not want people in my life who say that. And so either you keep it to yourself, you think more positively, and you stop being so critical, and stop being so critical of the things I love when it has nothing to do with you. I'm choosing to share this thing because I feel like you're somebody that I can get along with and I enjoy. And by showing that kind of negativity, you are basically telling me that you are not a good person in my life. I'm really defensive of this stuff. I have looked at it well enough to know that it doesn't hurt anybody else. It's something that I truly love, that makes me feel good. And I think it is the one area of your life that you get to be 100% selfish. You do not have to accommodate anybody when it comes to your own mental and well-being. And I'm trying really hard not to sound like a safe space, super sensitive kind of person. But the world right now is difficult. It is hard work. And I think, many religions across the world, many thought philosophers and thought leaders have identified this for centuries, that the world is full of suffering and difficulty. And if you are able to find some peace, whether it is detaching from the world and seeking higher enlightenment in a monastery, or if it is the little things you do in the evening to relax yourself and get ready for bed, you are entitled to that. I feel like so much of our society now is trying to commodify, and you have to almost justify your existence, you have an environmental footprint and you have to be very careful of, your impact on the planet. Yeah, okay, I get that, but do not tell me that the way I live my life is affecting other people. The little things in my life that bring me joy, do not tell me that that is not a reasonable thing. I am entitled to happiness. You are entitled to happiness. Do not let these eggheads who fly around in private jets and talk at these huge meetings tell you how you're supposed to live your life. They are the ones that put us here. They are the ones that put this society and these difficulties in our way. They are the ones that are trying to make money off of it and monetize people's fear and anxiety. So do not let these disgusting little insects tell you how to live your life. If you have a piece of happiness in this world, protect it like the most precious artifact in the universe. And you get to be selfish with it. I just get so sick of these people coming out and saying, a new report says that breathing is destroying the planet. No, last time I checked, I'm a human being deserving of love and a right to exist. And I'm so sick of this narrative that we are just toxic and that humans are innately bad and that everything that you love is commercialistic and blah, 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 blah. No, I'm done with that. I think positivity and love are the solution. And any way that people find it is a good way. And if you are against that, you are the enemy, you are the problem, and I want nothing to do with you. If you are going to be a positive, encouraging person in somebody else's life, that's amazing. You matter, you belong, and we need more people like you. And so I really didn't expect this to go off into kind of a rant like that, but it's been something that has really been gnawing at me, whether it is a person you encounter who makes you feel dumb for what you love, or it's some politician or celebrity or billionaire telling you that you have to live a specific way. Meanwhile, they don't live that life at all. I am done getting talked down to and feeling like I'm inferior or that I have to be this saintly human being that, suffers eternally to save the universe. No, that's not how this works. That's not how life works. So I'm interested in your thoughts. Really, I am on this one because I want to know if I'm totally off base, if this is completely anti to what people think, or if maybe people agree with how I'm feeling and how society is sort of making me feel. I'm still an eternal optimist. I think the human condition is this beautiful thing. Life is this beautiful thing. And humans continue to amaze me at what we create and innovate. And the art, the science, the technology is just astounding. It is just an amazing world to be in. And I don't want these negative losers to try and sway or beat us. So that's my 2 cents for today. Guard your happiness. Nobody is entitled to have an opinion on the way you live your life, within reason, obviously. Like if you're a good human being, which I know you are, then, don't let people try and sway you or make you feel like you are inferior, because you're not. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, guys, I will talk to you tomorrow.